Jenny, do you want
It thinks it connected.
rightful place?
No, I was gonna leave it for Nick.
Things do.
Oh, okay.
Nick rock next to the
see if it's
fire,
connected.
like crotchety old man he is.
Can you see if it's showing up on your?
Good. You said crotchety.
And we're back to waiting.
Yeah, there we go.
Did we ever leave? Did we ever really leave?
I don't know if I've but I'm Deborah.
Yeah, connect to
He's
small
another
country.
one of the Mernans.
It's really
Okay.
shitty up here,
Cool.
but good luck.
Yeah, I'm a new.
All he needs is just to make sure it's working.
Okay.
But it claims that my stream health is good.
Is there a distinction there?
I get paid.
Don't want my dick
Even
in
better.
I don't have that link.
Cool. I like it.
Well, I don't have internet.
Okay, you have the page open still.
It's great. But I've only been here. But I haven't been around MAGFest.
Is that a wild Dylan? A wild Dylan appears.
Hi, Dylan.
How's that do off-road?
Quite well.
I would offer you a hot dog or a marshmallow,
And I didn't even bring my
but
bike.
I thought that was a
Someone
musical
brought
instrument when you walked in.
marshmallows. I can get
Registration.
Oh,
Only
nice.
now I might
Need to go
see
find
it.
it.
It's final.
well, I can definitely offer you a stick.
You have to get internet.
You could have a chocolate with milk solids or a honey graham cracker. It's great.
Those things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody's going to find it. Should be able to do it on small country.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have it on. At least it's not the super bright setting.
Yeah. That's pretty brutal.
Okay. I'm gonna open a hotspot with my phone for you to connect
Oh,
to it.
Sean.
Deborah.
Sorry for being.
No, it's fine.
That was by my eye.
I don't think you are.
One of the many advantages of wearing glasses, of which there are one.
Occasionally things thrown at your face. If you're not taking this.
Yeah.
But only occasionally. Sometimes. It usually still does. Sometimes your glasses just hit your eyes and smush up against shit.
Actually, yeah.
I know.
Sometimes they steam up when he opens the oven.
No, I'm letting it burn. I like it to be
What?
cooked.
Did you heretic?
He likes his wiener
Well,
black.
just
okay?
get it down in the blue fire there instead of all the way up here.
No, I like it evenly black.
Hi, Will.
Hello.
Yay!
I mean, when they're that big, they have to be black.
Yes. Says you.
Once you go black, you never go back.
Well, that is
a
description of how hot dogs
Do you want a hug?
Yes. I love it.
Using the
Thanks for having me.
hot dog will never be unburnt.
Oh,
It's creepy outside.
It's nice to see you. Hello. Apologies for fire. It's warm. Oh, and smoky.
Come over here. It's not as smoky over here, but it is warm.
Actually, I should just go outside.
We got your bed for you.
And it's gone. That's what I need.
I really am pulling for that thing. I wanted.
By the way, you want a light show?
It was great. It was really
Is there
good.
Mexican fiesta mode?
Okay.
That's about it.
Oh.
There's
It's more
also
Mexican fiesta than my lantern does. I would say.
Oh, it makes UFO sounds.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there it is. Okay, did you want?
Oh God, turn it off. No, turn it off.
You probably should do it in DVR because I won't be DVR. I'll show you how to do that.
Here we go.
You can also do make an
I
archive.
could actually just plug it into a thing that would actually charge it.
What?
Yeah. It's got a
Why?
built-in.
Oh, I have to stop.
Why would you do the reasonable
Let's hope for the
thing?
best. Can you save a local copy? Yes. Save a local. Please do that because I cannot count.
You should angle it so then you get nice hatch marks on your hot
On
dog.
my dong.
Yes.
Come on, man. Why'd you have to go there?
Too far.
Family event.
Hey, where's the lights? We need
One of
lights.
them went out and hit.
Oh, you want this?
Oh man!
We are prepared. Well, it's at 2.
Does somebody
want to
just bring their car around and shine?
That's what
Hey.
Really? Yeah, that's what I said, but Will's right there. Will, turn on your headlights.
No, that doesn't need to be backlit.
Yeah, you want it to be.
Yeah.
Do you want me to actually...
No,
put
he
mine
could sit
on?
here.
Oh, yeah, there you
Turn
go.
off your Wi-Fi?
Oh, I should turn it off?
No, don't turn it.
Oh, I will not turn it off.
Will, do you want to turn on your lights
Two devices connected.
for the stream?
When should we make the fire big again?
Now.
Always.
It'll last for like
So where are you
5
gonna be
minutes.
doing it? Like,
So
If Nick is that way, and you're being
Does anybody else say it's good?
there, I just turn my
Can
headlights
somebody
on.
else get in Slack and tell?
it's like a Honda engine. It only works for 1 lap.
So, when we're ready,
Hashtag F1.
he can turn his beams on, and Nick can sit there.
Okay.
Or not.
Hashtag Alonso so salty.
How's that?
That would probably be good, actually. Do some good luck.
Put it on the chair.
Ah, party foul!
Wait, there are ducks here?
Oh, wait.
They came to party.
Did they?
Oh, they're party foul.
Oh. I think chickens are more likely.
Go! Oh, hey, it's still streaming. Okay, that's good.
Oh, you're putting your webcam on the spider chair. We'll have spiders.
Special guest spiders and fire.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good frame.
Oh, shit. Shit. Sorry. That was so beautiful, though. Sorry.
You're on public! No.
Shit! I'm gonna just yell it a few more times then.
Someone just said, "Hey, real fire." So I think we're good.
Where am I sitting?
All right, so are we gonna? Should I pull it on?
Fellows, boys.
The light.
We're switching sides, right?
Yes, over there.
Okay.
Am I sitting here?
No, you're sitting in this one.
Spider chair?
I have up on screen what it is. What was that?
I don't exactly know where this is going. So someone with like this is the art director here.
This thing right here?
Oh yeah, I think.
I don't know, wherever you can I've got rockers.
You want to come more this way.
Oh, son of a bitch! Okay, how about that?
Here, let's pick him up. I'll pick him up.
It's too damn hot.
Can we just move this?
Okay. You can go back for it. There we go. That'd be good.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Actually, I think
No, he's gonna need a microphone.
Should we pile on?
Let's actually hold on. I don't think it needs more wood just yet. So we can blow on it.
All right. Bella team ready?
Oh no! But this isn't long enough.
What are you trying to do?
Give you a microphone, but I don't have a long enough USB cable.
Just sit on the chair or something.
But I can't,
Only I got those here.
because there's not long enough Ethernet.
Can I slide up? Oh no, the fire's there. Oh my god. What? Okay. This is the greatest. What's the range of that microphone? Can you just get it near enough to me that I can just scream?
Okay, talk right. Oh wait, I'm really loud, so everybody quiet.
What? Mary had a little lamb. Is it good? Oh my god. All right.
Keep loud, like that. That was good.
So technically, are we ready or?
What are people saying?
Sharon wants me to make a sacrifice.
To make up for my sacrifice.
Put a wiener in.
And Deist is very underwhelmed by the fire. Which I think is an okay fire. You know what it is? Oh, it's not a fire. It's not a fireplace. This is alright, let's just cancel this. Let's look at the points.
The point is to make s'mores.
Is anybody versed in traditional Indian ghost dance?
Alright, so I guess if people are watching, we'll start this up. Charles can fix the adjustments.
Is that good?
Yeah. It's now all in the frame.
Okay. Everybody quiet.
So, here we are, live at MAGStock, at an actual, literal fireside chat. Have we done an actual real fire before, or is this?
I don't think so. We've had another fire streamed in, but I think that's as close as we've got.
Was it a real fire that was streamed in, or was it like a Netflix?
It was a 30-second loop.
Oh my god!
It was one of the Yule logs.
So yeah, here we are at the fireside chats, and for those of you who have still not noticed after several fireside chats, I am not Dom. I am Nick Marinelli. Dom is expected to retire from his position as executive director, possibly sometime this fall after MAGWest, and he'll return to his volunteer position on the board of directors. until then, I am currently the acting executive director of MAGFest Inc. Legally, I think Dom still has a position, but we're seeing how I do. We made the switch back in February, I suppose. And if I don't fuck it up, which I don't think I will, I think I'm doing all right so far. Charles loves sticking wieners in front of a camera. Are you blocking the microphone though? No? Okay. But yeah, if things continue to go okay, then I will officially take over the position.
You're gonna have to be louder.
Oh, there's that car coming. All right, so here we are. Hachi? Yeah, Hachi ruins everything. Except for the things he doesn't ruin. Those things are great. So here we are at MAGFest 7. Everyone.
Woo!
This is MAGStock, by the way.
Did I say fest?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh, well, that goes to the wrong thing.
The 7th guest.
We've gone back in time.
Gee.
I didn't even.
So
go to
MAGStock 7.
7.
So I am here, but I'm not really running this. Charles and Hachi are the ones reading this. Or running this.
Charles is currently ducking beneath the camera.
Party
Charles
foul?
is right out of the field of view. Charles and Hachi are running this, and they have an amazing team of people backing them up.
Woo!
As they do every year.
Gold Max.
Without them, MAGStock would not be the amazing thing that it is. Though Charles is stepping down this year. Charles, it's definitely been a pleasure and honor to have you. What's next for you?
Volunteering for MAGStock.
Charles, is it your dream
no,
to
I
one
just-
day attend a MAGStock?
Someday, but I really can't devote the time necessary for being a co-chair next year.
No, that's fair, and that's completely understandable.
No, it's not understandable.
Not understandable?
Yeah.
No, everyone should work hard and burn out all the time. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, MAGStock cannot be run without co-chairs, so we're going to have to find somebody else before the next MAGStock.
Some sucker, is it?
No.
You want to run MAGStock? Sure, I'll run MAGStock. All right, CY and I are in charge.
Oh, Jesus.
You heard it right here, folks.
We'll talk later.
So Charles and Hachi even run this. Charles is stepping down. MAGStock is a completely independent run event. Even though it's, I guess the IP is the name is owned by MAGFest, and despite the incredibly complex machine of Super MAGFest and the MAGFest nonprofit company, MAGStock just exists and just happens with pretty minimal help aside from bankroll in case things go wrong.
And we do get to use MAGFest staff and other infrastructure, and that's really been a big help for us, being able to kind of call on the office for dealing with all of the Uber and a lot of the logistics, insurance, being able to get all the deals to the truck, being able to have areas in the warehouse. I mean, MAGStock as we know it would not be possible if we had not become part of MAGFest.
Truth.
That's MAGFest was Super MAGFest, at least, and I guess the company that the nonprofit that came from it was built on the concept of pushing empowerment and creativity as far towards the leaf nodes of the structure as possible.
That was back before we had leaf nodes.
Yeah, I know. Well,
We just had chaos.
Entropy everywhere. We say that the people at the top have the vision for what the vibe of the event should be, kind of how we should hold ourselves, but the actual content of Super Mag came from all the people running it, and I am so incredibly humbled to be it's insane that philosophy was taken to such an extreme degree that entire events were able to be born out of it. And that MAGFest was able to get so strong that we could be there for you, Charles, and Hachi, and all of you, to be able to offer that support structure to give you that room to experiment and make the cool event that you want to make. And we're here as a support, but it is an independently run thing, and they do need help. They do a fantastic job running it, but they can always use extra hands. So, if you're watching this now, if you're around here, if you're watching it later, MAGStock is it's one of my favorite times of the year. And now I'm ready. I'll do one of these.
Everything went dark.
Everyone shine their flashlights at Nick's face.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, I mean, what's like if someone wants to help out at MAGStock, where do they email? Where do they go?
Come to the pavilion. We're bad at cataloging things for people to do.
Is there
we usually just do them immediately.
Oh, no, so on site, if they want to volunteer on site, just head over to the pavilion.
Yep.
Just go up to the registration desk and be like, I want to volunteer.
We got shifts. Come help us out.
Yeah. But you can also email magstock@magfest.org and just give us a heads up and tell us what your interest is and what you really see yourself being able to do, like you see this during the year. And we read the emails and we can respond to you.
I'm actually caught up on my emails right now, so.
I'm not.
MAGStock is like, I think it might be a thing that a lot of people don't they don't necessarily think to go to. I went to MAGStock one. I stayed for one night, and then I don't know. Something funny. It was a very uneventful stay. Not much happened. Just kind of walked around on the ground a lot.
No documentary evidence anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, like after that, maybe it was the pictures of the slip and slide. I just got this image that like MAGStock was just like a bunch of shirtless fat dudes, just kind of. But no, for whatever reason, I couldn't make it to 2 or 3, and then I came back to 4. I'm like, holy shit, this is like incredibly relaxing. Everyone here is so friendly and so much less rowdy than Super Mag. It's just much more chill here.
It's only because you can't hear them from over here.
It's kind of chaos over at the end.
Yeah.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
It's awesome.
We've read this for years.
It's like the subset of civilization required for MAGFest people. It's good internet and like maybe a tent and some music or something and some good computers.
They sold us more internet, but I don't know how to test it. So actually, did you test the internet? Are we getting our 30/30?
Did you see?
Like 10.
Whatever. I'm just saying hi.
Did you see the guy building a tent out of
postal
boxes?
Yes.
They are free.
It's so bad.
That's ridiculous.
They even say that you're not supposed to do that.
Yes, it is.
Quite illegal.
Thou shalt not build a tent.
Dom's here next to me. Dom,
Hi.
are you friend?
Apparently not.
If you can go right there, that's probably
I
best.
gotta move.
No, it's
I'm
yeah.
just gonna let Nick do
Mark,
this.
you can move back some. Yeah, you can move back. Dom goes there.
I didn't know where
No, Mark's sitting next to me.
Point the camera.
This is Dom right here, this guy. And, yeah.
Okay.
This is Dom.
Thanks, Dom.
Back together.
Appreciate it.
He's never going down.
Yeah.
The likes of you.
Likes of you.
Yeah. I mean, MAGStock is a lot more calm, and there is 99% less puke on carpets at MAGStock. Ignore the fact that their or
99%
100%
less
carpets.
Don't give us ideas.
There's also
A few shower
99% more other things on other things that I'm not going to mention.
Things.
I mentioned it. It's okay.
Oh, you already mentioned
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's just it's such a chill time. I'd love to spend the weekend here. So, you haven't been to MAGStock, come to MAGStock. This is the record-setting year so far. We haven't even
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
we haven't even hit like a rush of outdoor registrations on Friday or Saturday.
What's happening here?
I have to, Mark. What are you doing?
What is this?
This is actually for work.
I don't know if our viewers at home can see, but he's assembling some sort of electronic device.
It's a 400-watt LED strobe controller.
Yep.
It's going to be in an exhibition in New York, hopefully by Monday.
And you're not using it here?
Do you have the
That's to be
strobe?
in New York Monday. I do have high LEDs.
Yeah.
We can do that.
You could totally do that.
You need to test it.
Hot dogs,
Hot dogs.
assembling
That's not
circuitry.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's
MAGStock.
that's MAGStock. I mean, what else we got going on in the MAGFest world going on now? I don't want to hog into too much MAGFest thing stuff because this is the stock, but I think I announced Deborah's hire in the last Fireside chat. Deborah's been fantastic. We also have Rob Ruana, our programmer. And we are close to wrapping up our Sultan of Staff Services role hiring. So this hiring is hard.
Hiring is crazy.
we
If nothing else, it's time consuming. It's very time consuming.
You also have 3-hour interviews.
If you're lucky.
It's funny, the evolution of the hiring process in MAGFest is like the evolution of everything else, just from nothing to insane. The first hiring process in MAGFest was telling Dom he has to work for us. So that was bad. The second one was
like God.
We collected resumes, picked the two resumes we liked the most, and said, okay, those will do. So we hired them.
No time.
No time.
Let's go.
Then, so someone wanted a job, and so we interviewed them. We just kind of said, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Okay, cool. And so we've gone from no process to collecting resume to an interview to now we collect the resumes. All of the office people screen the resumes to vote the resumes like the best. We put together an extensive list of interview questions that are I'm not revealing too much here, but they're intense. They are very intentionally vague because
let's just put it this way: I would not pass our current interviews. Hence, I'm retiring in September or November. Or something.
Well, they can't be intense because it's not at MAGStock.
Oh, it is. That's so true.
So yeah, we do a phone screener, and then the top phone screeners come in for it's an hour interview with one pair of people, some kind of exercise in the middle, an hour interview with another pair of people, and then we take them out for a meal and some bonding time to just size them up. And so far the process has worked very well. We're 2 for 2.
Is that what they're doing? I think that's the power hour alarm.
What?
The alarm.
It's been going off like every 10 minutes.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's the power hour that they're doing. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But this is a very family-friendly event.
It is.
Yeah.
If I cared more, I'd be very angry about it.
Right beyond the facade of this wonderful, wholesome MAGFest corporate discussion that's happening around this fire pit is chaos. Unimaginable chaos.
Did you see the fog? They fogged up a whole valley. It's insane.
Who has a fog
You
machine?
can't see for forever. Well, there's like 4 in the boogie tent.
I mean,
and then there's another one. On the road.
It is Mad Max out there. Let's be honest. Really. Shit, we should just
I'm
walk
so
around
glad
with
I've been busy in the pavilion.
Oh my! What else we got going on? We had Spring MagCon that was great. That was the first time we ever did a Spring MagCon, and it was more focused on MagFest, the community, and the nonprofit as a whole, not so much just Super MagFest. Deborah had sent out the slides and the video from that to everyone on Slack, and we'll probably be following up with an email to the staff-wide mailing list.
Yeah.
Soon.
He's got it.
Ish, and I highly recommend reviewing the slides and video from there. It talks about the reorg and restructuring we're doing in MagFest Inc. and a lot of the Super MagFest, and also a very important presentation on mental health and not burning yourself out.
See also, Charles. Hey, I'm not burned out.
This is a slow burn for you.
Yeah.
On the subject of burnout, I wanted to talk about something a little personal here. What's up? Oh, right. Oh, Adam Chase. Adam Chase was elected as by the volunteers for the board of directors position, and the board accepted that nomination, and although there still was legal paperwork to
Yeah, we got to
make
go
it
through
happen.
the red tape, but he's on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam is on the board. Mark came in a very close second, extraordinarily close. And I still want Mark to be involved in many ways.
Heck yeah.
From the board meeting
Come
space.
hang out with him all
Yeah.
the time.
Mark is wise beyond his years. What?
It's great. It's awesome.
I mean,
I agree with that.
I'm old, and he's smarter than me, so. But yeah, so regarding board stuff and regarding burnout stuff, I actually wanted to talk about something. RJ from he's running music here. He's going to be running music at Labs. He does concert security at MAGFest, Super Mag. He brought up a really good point to me, and it's this process of me stepping off the board. And I don't know why I never thought about this, because I knew what was going on in my head, but it didn't occur to me that other people didn't know what was going on with me. To other people, it's completely pointless, because if I'm stepping off the board and then I move into the executive director position, when Dom moves out of executive director, it goes back onto the board, and me as the executive director has a vote on the board. Like, fucking what changed? And yeah, and it looks shady as shit, and like I was just doing a token gesture, and nothing could be farther from the truth. And I hope to try to open up to kind of explain that. One, there was two goals of doing this weird switch. One, get one less paid person on the board of directors. I think people are right that even if people abstain from votes on the board of directors, having we've known each other for a long time, so there'll be some unconscious bias. So it's just best to have as few paid people on the board as possible. Second, and this a lot of people called for that kind of thing, and I did it for the first reason, but also the second reason was kind of far more personal. It wasn't really in response to any of the talks that have been happening over the winter. It's been for some time. So even though I guess legally my standing is the same as being able to vote as a member of the board versus voting as the executive director, but in my eyes, my duties, and I think I'm mostly agree with the board, my duties, being on the board, an employee. Is there a camera still on?
I just knocked it off. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, you should be back.
Is it still streaming? Being on the board and being... I have to have my feet in two worlds of both being this operational master and this ideological sage. Not only am I responsible for keeping the machine running, I also have to be the all-knowing guiding hand of everything that's going to happen. And having my feet in both worlds was just taking its toll on me. And at the advice of staff, the board, my wife, my therapist, I thought it would be best to not try to be everything to everyone, and try to focus on just doing what I love, running MAGFest, and not having to have that additional pressure of being that additional extra figurehead above the executive director. Because as the executive director participating in BOD meetings, the purpose of the vote is to give the executive director a say in what the board is ostensibly telling the executive director to do and how to run the company. The board votes on surprisingly little things. I would say there's probably an average per meeting of 0.5 votes.
If that, yeah.
It's almost every board meeting is advisory in nature to the executive director. Does that feel right to you, Mark, when you sat in on the? So having to be in the position of both having to be the executor and the advisor to the executor was just frankly it was too much for me to handle.
You get it. I don't know.
But at the same time, it's like it's one or the other. And now that I can focus on just making sure that MAGFest is as successful operationally smooth as it's going to be, and not have to worry about making all those incredibly super hard philosophical decisions. It'll be better for myself, and then by proxy, I hope better for everyone else as well as I do my best to lead you all going forward. I did use the phrase shell game earlier to describe it, and yeah, I mean that's like, if you don't know what's going on in my head, it seems like exactly what it is. It seems like bullshit, but it was far more going on here than just that, and I want people to be able to ask me about that at any time. I really appreciated that RJ took me aside and talked to me for a long time about it, and that really meant a lot to me. And I hope it helped him as well. It seemed to. But anybody else is absolutely welcome to pull me aside, to email me. I got that Calendly link in my Slack profile that you can just, anytime I'm open, you can just book an hour with me. Dom, you're going to say something.
Sure, I got a couple of things to say here. So one interesting thing is that basically when I had been saying for a couple of years I'm going to retire as executive director and just become a volunteer again. And for
for me, that's because I was around at a time when MAGFest was super turbulent, and like I happened to just be the person that could possibly jump in there with minimal friction to be able to like work on some stuff. And basically the role of the executive director has changed, and I think Nick is going to be a really good executive director. And for about, I don't know, a year, 6 months, something like that, Nick has been running the company, like for real. Like, anytime there's a decision at the end of the day, we're talking, we're doing stuff, and then I'm like, all right, Nick, what's the call? What's going on? And Nick will make the call. And like the context here is really interesting because basically where the board came from originally was nonprofits got to have a board. We wanted to have a nonprofit. We were an LLC before an LLC had owners, so the owners became the board members. Then we needed to have an employee in the equation because there was just too much freaking work. Like the taxes were the thing that was coming up, and like if we don't do the taxes, we don't have a nonprofit, we're dead. And they got to be done right. They got to be done perfectly. So for 2 years, that was all I did at MAGFest, was I was just full time to do the taxes. And then we built the office out of that. And the roles of the board and the office changed and flipped and changed around a whole bunch.
If I can jump in just for a second,
sure.
The motivation to go to a nonprofit, it was an LLC before. So as an LLC, that means any profits from the company are just directly returned to the owners of the LLC. It's personal income. They can just take that and go home if they want.
It's their money.
It's their money. Yeah. MAGFest had in practice been running as a nonprofit. Those LLC members, they would take that money and just they wouldn't take it. They would just leave it within MAGFest.
They wouldn't feel right taking it.
Yeah.
Like because it was built on volunteers.
And so as MAGFest started to get big, we wanted to make sure that the volunteers had more breathing room in their budgets to do things because they were feeling stretched. So, by becoming a nonprofit, you get like 20% more money effectively. So, the owners of MAGFest LLC, a for-profit company, made the conscious, deliberate decision to forego hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit every year to make sure that the volunteers involved in it could have a more fun time running it.
There's a bit of that, yeah. And the other thing is that, like, essentially, it's as an LLC, like the four owners of MAGFest LLC, which was Brendan, Paul, Eli, and this the other person that was involved for a long time, Jared, could have just dipped into the bank account and be like, "Oh, that's my money. I'm taking that." But it wouldn't have felt right because really MAGFest was built on the backs of the volunteers, and the nonprofit structure mapped more closely to essentially that MAGFest sort of belongs to the public at large and not an owner, and that's why we decided to make the switch to it. And effectively, we've been running MAGFest, even though it was a for-profit, have been running it like a nonprofit without any of the tax benefits. So we switched it to that, which required a huge amount of work. And the other thing was like going through that process, and also like several things were happening at the same time, which was switching to be a nonprofit and figuring out how to run a nonprofit, which is very different and crazy. And going through that whole process, which is this super detailed, insane-o, crazy process of talking to the IRS and like getting all your finances in order, and it literally took us 2 years. It was crazy. And also MAGFest, the main event, like Super MAGFest, was scaling at an insane rate. I mean, that was where we went from 3,000 people. It took 10 years to get to 3,000 people, and in 5 years we went 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, 17. Like, it was insane. And we're also stupidly ambitious, and we're like, yeah, let's do MAGWest, and let's do a bunch of other stuff. And I had that in the pipeline. MAGStock is a big piece of that, we're like, hey, can we run other events in this organization? So basically a fundamental shift in the organization from going from one large event to one large event and a couple of smaller events. And how do you grow that, and how do you make sure all the events still feel like the MAGFest events? And yeah, that's the tail end of the thing we're coming out of now. And I feel like in the last year or so, we've figured out how to run multiple large events and structure the organization such that we can actually be able to do that. Theoretically, it feels about right, I think now. But huge turmoil, insane, huge pivot, and I mean it's obvious to the folks that are close to the issues at hand that like various things were a mess and could have been handled better. And like it was also the board of the office figuring out how to run this new type of organization that was like literally a different organization from the one that was happening the year before, and like that happened several years in a row. I don't know. I just like I can't overstate the like insane amount of change that has happened at MAGFest in just the last couple of years and continues to happen to this day. And just like every year it is throw out the playbook, do something totally different because the old playbook just doesn't work anymore. And I guess what I would say here too is also just like, you know, thanks to all the volunteers who stuck by in these crazy fucking times. Insane, just really insane. And like I think this organization is in a really good shape to change the world and do crazy shit. And like because of sort of long-term decisions we've made over the last couple of years, we're sitting on both the ability to do crazy stuff and the ability to risk it. Yeah, I need power now. Oh, Charles doesn't have power for the laptop. Are we off?
No, we're on. But for like another minute.
Oh my god. MAGStock is just like doing shit that's crazy. Like it's just getting this stuff done. Sorry, anyway, I felt like that was a thing I hadn't said on a Fireside chat before. So
No, yeah.
if we lose you in a minute, we'll tune back in 1 sec. We're trying to power the laptop that is powering the stream.
I'm too excited to talk. I am
Run,
Forrest, run!
We have an electric vehicle powering our lights, but the laptop is not plugged in.
Are we coming back on?
You will be back online in a second.
Oh.
Oh, we are?
Oh, yeah.
You're back online now.
This is happening.
Oh, what? Really?
Welcome back,
Oh,
viewers, to the
well,
MAGFest
I'm gonna say
Fireside
psych.
Chat.
Well, we just ruined a perfect ending.
No, you're back online. It's just going to take a second to actually get there.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, hold on a second.
It's connected. It's streaming.
Several Bothans died to bring you this live stream.
That was a perfect ending. This is
All right,
like,
back
this is
to...
like
So much for that.
This is like the Friends reunion.
Play it off.
I don't know.
Can I be Rachel?
Why not Monica? You're totally a Monica. I guess at this point, I guess it's questions. I'm not getting internet here, so I can't see the damn question form.
Charles should be able to pull it up.
It didn't record. You have to finish the stream out to get the.
It probably got recorded on YouTube at the very least.
No, we didn't check the box.
We didn't check the box.
On YouTube.
Nope, you never had the box checked.
I think you gotta give it a little bit to process and say.
This is amazing. This is just
You
the
saw
most
the box was
MAGStock
checked.
thing ever.
No, the DVR was
Assembling
checked, not the
some
make
boards
unlist or
next to
make.
fire.
I'm gonna.
It's always
the
saved for
boards
me
over
every
the
other time
campfire.
without any further action.
Oh.
Okay, maybe it'll
I
be
only get
fine.
one shot at this.
Well, let's pray.
So what channel is it in? Fireside Chat?
Yes.
It is on top of your refrigerator.
I guess you found a cable.
We did.
That's what I think of DigiKey's all natural packaging material.
I can't pull up
It's
Slack.
flammable.
I have
no,
Slack
what the
up,
parts in
but what? There's no questions.
My parts
No
are at
questions.
reflow temperature.
Does anyone? Should I double check?
Well, at least all my
somebody
equipment's
said-
all
Oh
good.
God! So this is Festivus, and it's time for the airing of grievances. Mark, the poll is up.
Airing of grievances. The artist who had me design this board gave me 4 days to do it.
That's
And
son
some
of a
of those
bitch.
were MAGStock.
Oh, I don't know where the form is.
It's
Is it linked? Is it pinned in this channel? or
it's
something?
pinned. It's the subject.
Oh, hey.
But
I won't be able to see those.
yeah, you'll be able to see it, and I can't give you access to it.
If it's in MAGFest docs, I have access to it.
It might be in MAGFest docs. I don't know. Otherwise, people just ask the question in the. Unless they want to be anonymous.
Is it
They can't
fun?
really.
Adventure?
I don't know.
Okay, Fireside chat would possibly be under. None of these is matching up, but it should be.
I can get in the channel.
If you want grievances, try working with artists.
Nope. I don't have access to it, so no anonymous questions.
Hey, Sheva.
Okay.
Really warm
Mag.
here.
Oh, well.
Ah, you're really standing in the warmth.
I'm really cold.
Are we online, Charles?
This seems
There was
like
a
the
question
ideal
that
solution
says
to that problem.
Yes.
MAGFest is a nonprofit. Is it, or is it
Here's a giant
trying
hot
to become
thing.
a fire?
Be cold no longer.
Yeah, right? Like when we were all just like, when I was hanging out
MAGFest
down
is
there,
a
it was
501c3 educational charitable organization, with our mission being the preservation, promotion, appreciation of video game music, gaming of all types, and gaming culture and history. So, yeah. We're nonprofit federally and in the state of Maryland. We're working on our Virginia exemption. It's a pain in the ass to get. Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's fun. Don mentioned one thing. It's like MAGFest is. Oh God, it's so fucking unlike anything you ever see. I want to say, like, financially, the LLC was run like a nonprofit, but operationally, it was run like your average for-profit, with the people at the top are in charge. They for all intents and purposes, they tell people what to do, but at the same time, pushing the creative decisions out as far as possible. The goal with the nonprofit was basically to keep the same structure but get the tax benefits. People at the top, they have the vision, they trust the people below to make a cool event and have more breathing room to do it. Because Uncle Sam ain't tipping into that. It's like fucking just so small here. By the way, MAGFest has no permits. By the way, please do not get in any kind of accidents for the next 15 minutes because our insurance does not kick in until June 9th.
I was actually just thinking about what happened with fire.
Fall very slowly.
Because the insurance company all of a sudden decided that the event we've been running for 6 years, they don't insure overnight outdoor events. What would have happened if we had a claim years ago? By the way, I need to make slip and slide waivers.
Right. Dom said he had something.
Which is also a new thing.
Yeah.
Did you have problems with us in the past?
No.
Are we?
It's just not covered by insurance.
How are we doing on
Someone
the
gets
Slack
injured
channel?
every year.
People are just chatting away. They say sound is good, everything's
The design
fine.
gets better every year.
Any
Guys.
questions?
We haven't had any major accidents.
You soak it?
Yeah, the soap.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I am going to be posting. It's on this sprint. We have the org chart, division and stuff, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yes.
In the next 3 weeks, I'll be posting a more annotated version of the of the org chart presentation from MagCon that hopefully it will have enough information on it that you don't need to watch the whole watch the video presentation to understand it. But the basic gist is that earlier we had there's a lot of headbutting over implicit or misunderstood relationships of who is doing what within MAGFest as a company, as employee, as volunteers. And so we're making a very explicit structure that MAGFest Inc. is run by me, and I have 2 divisions under me. The events division and the administration division. The events division is the volunteer event leadership that, for the most part, volunteer event leadership that get to run whatever the fuck they want, as long as it's within the vibe of MAGFest, and MAGFest gets to be the structure, the foundation for them to build it on without the fear of risk. And then you have the administrative division, which is the paid employees who keep the corporate machine running and do other duties as I assign them. Some of those duties may be assisting at events, but there is no implicit responsibility unless otherwise stated, which I'm about to state. The structure of Super MAGFest. Okay, so the structure of MAGStock is, well, I guess it's just Hachi.
Well, no, I'm not going to step down until I will be stepping down, period.
Okay.
My intent is to not step down until after we have another co-chair, because MAGStock has never, ever been without co-chairs.
Okay. Let's get you another co-chair. MAGWest is Sheva and Dare. They are kicking ass on that. MAGStock is going fantastic.
MAGWest, but yes.
What? God. I'm old. I'm not up this late usually.
You can wrap it up.
No. I'm gonna go through it real quick. You got the research team doing Mag Labs, and you have JD doing BitGen. JD and his crew, and then you have Super MAGFest, which is run by this guy. Events can organize themselves however they want. The way I am choosing to organize Super MAGFest is in divisions. Music, gaming, programming, operations, and staff services.
You can see this on the MagCon presentation, which is not pinned in general.
It's a very good presentation. Some employees will be in charge of leading divisions. Whatever. I'm going to post an org chart. This is super high level.
I knew this was going to happen. I'm sorry.
This had a great ending, and then Charles decided to turn the laptop back on.
Okay, bye everyone.
Okay.
I can't check the Slack channel.
No.
Oh, Dave asked you to announce that the warehouse is getting AC, which they can all hear me, and he put it in the channel. But.
The warehouse is getting air conditioning soon. Yay! Blue Hat Dave
is cracking.
He's dedicated to it. He will make it happen. You will not believe how infrequently HVAC contractors call you back. It's as if they don't like money. All right, whatever.
It's weird that they don't like money.
I know. This fireside chat is done. Thank you all for watching.
Got a bucket of water.
Anything about MAGWest?
Oh, I did say something about MAGWest.
Okay, cool.
You weren't here.
And then he called it MAGStock, just for the record.
What? I did?
No, Nick did.
So did you just invent WestStock?
WestStock. Oh shit.
We're not ready for that, but that will be awesome.
Yo, can we do that shit in Endor?
I have ideas.
I thought Endor was really hard to get into.
Is it?
The red or the I don't know if
Anybody that wants to do MAGWest on Pacific Coastal Highway?
Yes.
They're done?
Yes.
Yeah. We're done.
But isn't the one that's supposed to be completely wiped off the map when the
Okay, I'm shutting down the stream.
Say bye, everybody.
Seems like a great place to do it.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's getting rowdy down there.
Do you guys want to click the stop streaming button for me so it closes on the fire?
Oh, that's the laptop break.
And then the ghost of Mag.